Hey, Sash.
Going camping?
Oh, no, it's an old gardener's trick, you know. You spread a sleeping bag across the spuds to keep the frost off.
Any luck on the flat?
No, I was gone before I got there, but don't tell Derla because I told her I'd secured it.
And where are you going to stay tonight?
I got an Airbnb.
Oh, nearby.
Yeah, not far.
What's the name of the street?
Hmm?
You're not sleeping rough.
What did I just tell you?
A lie.
Okay, I'm sleeping in my shed up in the allotment. No, perfectly warm and dry. Well, dry. I just need a week or two to get a deposit together.
Tommy.
I used to sleep under the stars loads of times during lambing season.
Yeah, and how long ago was that?
You call me an old fella?
It's not funny. I'm worried about you.
Look, forget this conversation ever took place.
What's Dervla going to say?
She's not to know now. Serious.
All right.
I want your words, Ash.
Yeah, okay.
Well, thank you for your concern, but it's nobody's business but my own, all right? See you later.
Bye.
Not one word from him.
He mustn't have found it.
He's the spider, and I'm caught in his web. He's toying with me.
I'm stuck on a clue here. One word, 6 letters with a "night" in the middle. Where to start and end a sentence?
Give us that again.
Where to start and end a sentence. One word, 6 letters with a "nigh" in the middle.
6 letters.
No, I got it. Yeah, just come to me, yeah. Prison. You get it?
You see what I mean? Oh, shit. I need a bit of air.
Oh, and guess what?
What?
My dad's got his own place.
Oh, cool.
I know he's not my responsibility, but it is a load off. I'm finished here at 5. Dinner in mine later?
Oh, I promised a friend of mine I'd help them set up a flat pack bed.
Oh,
Tomorrow?
sure.
Cian seems very chirpy this morning.
My dad's got his own place.
Has he now?
Best thing for everyone.
No wonder Cian's so chirpy then. Must have been a bit off-putting having your girlfriend's dad in the next room.
Yeah, tiny bit. I'm sorry he messed you around.
I'll survive. If you don't mind me saying so, that's a little bit rich coming from you.
I know.
So I'm guessing that you and Cian have a fairly open relationship then.
What?
He took things pretty well.
He was hurt. He just doesn't want to lose me because of one stupid night.
Really? He doesn't strike me as being a pushover. Still, look at you.
Thanks, Cass. You and Liam's wife? Best mates?
What's it to you?
From what Liam says, she sounds like something special.
She died before the shine wore off for him.
That's out of order. Even for you. You won't beat him over the outreach being here.
You're going on like you know him 20 years.
Well, some people just click.
Me and Liam just had a meeting with the community centre board.
And?
He had Paul eaten out of his hand. Asked him to be the caring face of the business.
That'd be a first.
Yeah, well, Liam explained the business benefits. The whole country's on a Be Kind trip. Paul supports the needy. Vino's sales go up.
Nice.
He even had him come up with a slogan. These kids could be your kids.
That was your pitch.
Yeah, well, by the time the meeting was finished, Liam had Paul convinced it was his idea.
He knows how to play people, all right.
What did I tell you? He beat your hands down.
Look, maybe he was a bit of a waster when you knew him. But that's not what I'm seeing.
People don't change.
He really cares about those kids.
He's fooling you already.
I'm smarter than that. And people do change. Look at me and you.
Countries with no extradition treaties with Ireland.
Oh, checking up on a quiz answer.
Right. I'll have coffee as well, please. Something of yours. Don't open it here. They used a piece of paper in Eurogaff to keep scores for the poker. Turns out it was a legal document.
Oh. You didn't tell anyone?
What happens at the poker table?
This is a fine mess.
Are you even allowed to marry your cousin?
She's not my cousin. I made that up to put Bella off the scent.
How did you think you'd get away with it?
I didn't know I was married. Well, I did. Sort of, you know. It was in Nevada 40 years ago. We were communing with the cosmos and ingesting the local herbs.
Oh.
A priestess from the Rada Loa performed the ceremony in the middle of a river.
A priestess?
Yeah. Dambala. That was her spirit name. She also went by Candy.
Candy?
With a K.
Oh, right. And you were in the river?
Yeah. Buck naked, apart from a few strategic leaves. Yeah. I think I went under a couple of times.
That was some wedding.
You think such youthful hijinks couldn't catch up on you, but they do.
Could you not just get it annulled? And you were hardly of sound mind and body when you took your vows.
I was floating 6 feet over Alwyn.
Well, there you go. Certifiable.
You're a genius. Yeah, I'll get it sorted, and my husband will be none the wiser.
How are you? Congratulations. No joke, talking Paul Brennan round. Jer's not going to be happy with you.
That's up to her.
Okay.
Do you know how she got into loan sharking?
Well, we're not exactly gal pals.
Did you do something to your hair?
Just put it up out of the way.
It's nice.
Hayley told me about you kissing up to Paul.
I do what I need to. I'm not going anywhere.
We'll see about that.
What are you gonna do? Get a hit put out on me?
There's an idea.
Just don't do it while I'm saying mass today. It's hard enough getting the faithful through the door.
There's a hall free over in Rings End. I have a contact.
Moving to the centre's been great for the kids. Clean, bright, proper facilities. Hayley's on board, she's amazing.
I don't need you to tell me that.
The night before my wedding.
Doesn't matter.
You're right, I'm sorry. I should have thought of you.
It was just a fling for your last night of freedom.
You'd never be that for me. I'm sorry if that's how I made you feel.
You landed me in a bigamous marriage.
I thought he'd be more open if we were honest.
Listen.
You made a mockery of me. This gets fixed today. I'm getting on to my solicitor.
Solicitors are toxic creatures.
You wouldn't want to do anything rash.
Like melting your brains on drugs or getting hitched in a river.
It was quite a spiritual moment.
But it's sorted. I'm getting an annulment.
On what grounds?
Mental incapacity.
Oh.
It was an honest mistake. I wouldn't disrespect you on purpose.
Get started on the paperwork today.
Absolutely.
It's just Jane being Jane.
I don't know.
She's had the dirt done on her. She has it in for all blokes.
She's hurt and angry.
Exactly.
But Keen's gone on like nothing happened.
He's putting a brave face on it. All right, don't be letting her get inside your head.
He was supposed to be free this evening, then suddenly he has to help out a mate.
Ah, now stop that, seriously. You got lucky. Don't start blowing it with paranoia. I change the subject.
I was thinking of maybe bringing a bottle of wine over to share with my dad in his new apartment.
Yeah. Probably best to let him get settled in first.
It's fully furnished. All he has to do is unpack his toothbrush. What's going on?
Nothing. I promised him I wouldn't say anything.
Just tell me.
He'll kill me.
And I won't.
It's not as bad as it sounds.
Sash.
He needs to save up for a deposit on a flat.
He said he had one.
Yeah, he didn't want to worry you. He's sleeping in a shed. He says it's fine, warm and dry.
It's a shed. That's next to being homeless.
He doesn't see it that way.
Not happening.
I want you to hear my confession. Should I be kneeling?
Guessing it's been a while.
I didn't like it when I was 7. Can't say it grew on me.
You're here now.
Does the seal of confession still hold?
I can't repeat anything you tell me.
How come you became a priest?
I had stuff to make up for.
Like what?
Is this your confession or mine?
I thought maybe you didn't want anyone in your life after Annie died.
You think I walked in through the seminary gates after the funeral? 2 chances. I'm a plunket. You know how we mourn our dead. Boozing and fighting. Let's stick to you.
I want to know what kind of man you are.
Why?
You used to have something different. Not like the other animals in the flats. That's why I hung around with you.
Till you called time. I know you didn't want to be around Annie after we slept together.
It was you I couldn't be around. You don't even get it now.
You never said anything.
I was going to, but then you hooked up with Annie.
We knocked around for years. You never gave the remotest sign.
Maybe I was shy.
You?
Don't worry. Any feelings I had are long dead. All I want is answers. You came to me that night. Why?
I was 19. Getting cold feet. You were my best friend. I wanted to talk.
You told me you loved me.
As a friend.
Do you have sex with all your friends? I thought you weren't going to show up for your wedding. I was all ready to comfort Annie. But you walked down that aisle with her like I didn't exist.
That night was a mistake.
It was my first time. Pity I meant nothing to you.
I didn't say that. We're two alike. If we'd gotten together, one of us would have ended up dead.
You think you're alive now? With your God and your piety and your judgment.
I don't judge.
Handy for letting yourself off the hook.
If I'd known it was your first time.
You might have been 19, but you knew what you were doing. And now this sham. What's the payoff? Generous sinners? Or grateful widows?
How did you get like this?
I asked you first.
Okay. Let's talk.
He's not answering.
Didn't you say you had a job at the mountains? Probably no signal.
Why didn't he tell me he was short of cash?
The man's got his pride.
I don't care. He can't live like that. He's not a young fella anymore.
Oh, look, Sash told you he didn't want you known, so maybe you should respect that.
I can't.
Well, sleep on it. Look, he'll probably open up to you after a night of roughing it. Gonna go for a coffee?
Don't you need to help your friend?
Ah, the bed didn't arrive.
Oh.
She has a futon. She'd be grand.
She?
Yeah, Georgie. We were at college together.
You keep in touch?
Not for a while. She recently got divorced, so she sent out the bat signal.
Did you have a thing in college?
Just a load of partying. Not yourself.
When did she get back in touch?
What are you getting at?
Jane threw my dad out for cheating. You barely missed a beat.
That's not true.
That's not what it looked like.
Felt like I got punched in the gut. I don't know what I would have done if Damien stayed around.
I'm not trying to get in your case.
You're asking if I'm playing around.
I'm just trying to say, let's both reset. Maybe you have been getting with other people.
Well, I haven't.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does. You don't know how hard it was for me not to walk away. If you think you can just push me around, you're wrong. I'm not going to admit to something I didn't do just to salve your conscience.
This annulment will be tricky, but definitely possible.
I don't feel comfortable about it.
What?
It wasn't nothing. Okay, I was talking in tongues, but I meant it when I took those vows.
Alwyn.
If it was a divorce, that would be okay. We ran our course. We parted as friends. We met other people. We had other lives.
I don't understand.
It's that word, annulment. It's a cover-up. It's a lie. I don't believe in the rewriting of history, and neither do you. Nothing good ever comes of it. Veritas ante omnia.
I'm sorry. I guess I do have some daddy issues. He had a lot of affairs when he was married to my mum.
Oh.
She's smart and funny and beautiful. I learned from early on that you can be amazing and still not be enough.
Terrible.
I thought I'd outgrown the distrust, but it seems like I might have a bit more work to do.
I'm not going to hurt you.
You might. And I might hurt you. But I'll give it my best shot.
Okay.
Hi, you two.
Yeah, a shed? Are you out of your mind?
Look, I've had a long day.
So you're gonna go relax on the floor in a sleeping bag? Why didn't you tell me?
Has you behave like this?
I booked you a B&B.
Well, you can unbook it.
Dad, please, let me help.
I don't need your pity.
You're homeless.
All right, can we stop this right now, please?
It happens. People slip through the cracks.
Well, you've painted a right little sob story for me now, haven't you?
It's true.
Look, I saw a problem. I found a solution. So quite frankly, all you're being now is insulting.
After Annie died, I hated the world. People in it. Trash walking around when she was nothing but ashes. I blocked it out. Drink, drugs, screwing around. My own toxic party. Ended up getting hit by a car. Been given the last rites.
And you heard Jesus calling.
I was grateful for a second chance, that's all. My God's my own. Why don't we cut the crap and you tell me why you're really here? What's up? I'll be right out.
We're in the middle of something here. Tell whoever it is to call back later.
I call the shots here. Stay, go. It's your choice.
Pat, you gave your word.
Yeah, she said she was going to call over to your place this evening.
Well, you should have told me and let me deal with it.
Well, she put me on the spot.
You ever thinking that I'm going to end up sleeping in a doorway now? We just had a big row. She's stressed, I'm stressed. All because you couldn't keep your mouth shut?
Tommy, I'm sorry.
I was there for that row. Dervla's in bits. If only he'd stayed in that shed for a couple of more nights, would have come to his senses without all this fallout.
I messed up. I know.
You can make up for it. You got space in your place.
It's not that simple. Me and Tommy, there's stuff. Olivia, we've set boundaries.
You only need somewhere for a few weeks.
No, it'll be too messy.
Oh, worse than where you've left him and Dervla.
Can I have one?
Thought you'd given up.
You should make a confession to someone else. There's a good guy I can recommend.
Are you pawning me off?
I'm being professional.
You're running away like a coward.
Whatever way you want to see it.
Don't do that. Put the blame on me. Is that what you did the morning of your wedding? You're right. This was a mistake. You and your road to Damascus. I had more respect for you when you were getting locked and starting fights.
Why did you come here?
Because I was stupid.
Fine. Let's finish what you started.
I have.
I already know
What?
what you came to tell me.
You can't know. No one knows.
Carol told me.
What are you talking about?
Money lending. How's that funny?
I made the choices I had to survive.
You're still doing it?
That's right. And your church is still putting bishops in palaces, paid for by the poor.
You think one thing cancels out the other? I've mopped up after people like you.
People like me.
Families torn apart. Kids with mental health problems. Self-harm, suicide. And all down to scum moneylenders.
Are you calling me scum?
Are you gonna quit your business?
No.
And yeah, that's the right term.
Go to hell.
I shouldn't have spoken to you like that.
It doesn't take much to bring out the gouger in you.
We can finish your confession.
Go down on my knees and beg forgiveness. Spare me your Catholic hocus pocus.
Well, if you don't believe in any of it, why did you come to me?
Because you do. You want to know how I became one of those people? Well, the line goes straight back to you. You washed me off and took those vows, love and honour, you hypocrite.
We've been through this.
Shut up, I'm speaking. You came back from your honeymoon as if nothing had happened. You're all buddy-buddy. You made me feel like dirt.
Doesn't make me responsible for what you do now.
Well, I'm not finished. When you went on your honeymoon, you left me a little gift. Hayley is 30.
What are you saying?
First time lucky.
Hayley is your daughter.
Ours. But you can't do anything about it. Seal of confession. Now do me and her a favour. Go back to whatever sewer you crawled out of. Having you anywhere near Hayley is not good for her.
And you are?
Walk away.
Oh, what?
We get that we've offended your pride.
Yeah, how would you feel?
Not great to think that my old man is sleeping in a shed.
I'm in a bind here.
If I help you by lying, both of our spirits will suffer.
I think mine could live with it.
He thinks he has a God-given right to be obnoxious.
You think I'm gonna take that crap from a parasite like you?
Okay, hang on. What's going on with you two?